Hi, good morning, India. I hope you're awake by now. I hope you got the rising sun because that adds to our health as well. I am so privileged to be speaking today for Fit India, and I think this is a great movement that has been started by our PMO and our Honorable Sports Minister as well. You know, full credits to all the ministries that have been involved in putting this movement together. We need a movement that can get Indians fit and healthy. But most Indians today, most people understand fitness as something very different. A lot of people, when I ask them, what is your meaning of fitness? They think it's a six-pack or a size 0 figure or huge muscles and stuff like that. But today, at exactly 9:30 sharp, I'm going to start talking about immunity and fitness and simple lifestyle changes which do not cost you money, that you can do right now at home, because all of us should be respecting lockdown. All of us should be staying at home. But while we're staying at home, we have so much more time on hand. How are we using that time? How are we efficiently making use of that time to get healthier and to get fitter? Okay, what we need to understand is that fitness is not just body, it's your mind as well. I know so many people who have six-pack, size 0 figures, they're bodybuilders, all of that stuff. But their mental health, they're depressed, they're constantly on pills for depression, they don't feel good about themselves. At the same time, I have people who are completely into yoga, meditation, vipassana, but they've neglected the physical self. They've neglected the physical self, and after a while they have problems like diabetes and heart disease and all of these issues. So today we're going to understand what it takes to make a fit Indian, what it takes to make a fit human being, because we need to change that definition of fitness. You have athletes who are fit mentally and physically. We all know that athletes have to be mentally fit as well, because they use self-discipline, they use willpower to achieve their goals, and they need a physical body to support themselves at the same time. So how do we build both of these together? Do you need to go to a gym? Oh, if you have a gym membership, you can't use it right now and you shouldn't be going out, but you can use your body and your own weight to build fitness into you. You can use 15 minutes of your time on a daily basis to build your emotional health. Well, it's 9:30 and let's get right into it. My job when it comes to people is to look after their health, to build a system. It's something called immunology. Immunity today has become a buzzword. We have the virus happening out there. There are doctors, scientists, everyone screaming about the importance of building a strong immune system. So the first thing that people do is they Google what are the immune boosting foods. And they find green tea, they find superfoods, they find amla, they find goji berries and all of these things. Well, they are superfoods, and yes, they play a role in boosting your immunity. But immunity is way more intelligent and complicated than that. We have so many people who eat organic food and eat superfoods, but yet they have low immune systems. They suffer from constant allergies and all of these issues. At the same time, we have people who exercise every single day, but they keep falling sick. Like I said, exercise is great for you, but you also have to build a strong immune system. So today I'm going to talk about, over the next 20 to 30 minutes, I'm going to talk about 4 pillars. And if you can build yourself around these 4 pillars, you will build a strong immune system if you have a weak one. And if you have a strong one, you will make your immune system more efficient. These 4 verticals is your nutrition, number 1. What you feed your cells results in a strong immune system. So you're either feeding your cells the right food or the wrong food. The second vertical is going to be exercise. We're going to talk about simple exercises that you can use at home and do at home to build a strong immune system. Then third is sleep, one of the most neglected yet the most important free mechanisms to build a strong immune system. And the fourth is the state of your emotions and your stress, anxiety, fear, all of these things together, because we know it's not uncommon for a doctor to tell you stop being stressed, otherwise you will get sick, because stress creates sickness for us. And we're going to explain how this works. So let's move straight into the immune system. Your immune system is one of intelligence. There is yet no doctor, no scientist, no nutritionist, no trainer who has yet understood the complete working of the immune system. So to give you a shot of the immune system, if you've ever gone to do your blood test, your CBC, your doctor asks you to do your CBC, which is your complete blood count test, you get these numbers and these figures. You get something like your white blood cells, your lymphocytes, your neutrophils, your macrophages, your phagocytes. All of these indicators are your immune system. So we have a look at these parameters, and if they're too high, we know that your body is possibly fighting some infection, some bacteria, some virus. If it's too low, we also know that your immune system is on the weaker side. Sometimes your doctor may ask you for a stool test because there are certain viruses or parasites that can live in our small intestines, causing very, very, very common symptoms like fatigue, sudden weight loss, abdominal bloating, acidity, loose stools, smelly stools, and all of that stuff. You see, the human body always gives us indicators when something is going wrong in the body. That is your immune system talking to you. Now, over the last couple of years, we've moved our lives into complication. As human beings, we look for complicated ways to live healthier and get healthier. So we've ignored the immune system, which is your first and last line of defense in the human body. Let me repeat that again. Your immune system is the first and last line of defense in the human body. Your immune system works for you every second of the day, while you're awake, while you're sleeping. Now, this immune system doesn't need much. It needs the right nutrition, it needs the right amount of sleep, the right amount of physical activity, and it needs a calm body to rejuvenate itself. The immune system is not designed to work at optimum level when we are under chronic stress. So your immune system, let me give you a simple picture to break it down into a short example. Okay, right now, I could possibly be breathing in bacteria, I could be breathing in germs, pathogens, dust, any allergens. It goes into my system, I breathe it. My immune system is protecting me and preventing it from becoming a condition. So if my immune system is strong right now and I breathe in a lot of dust, okay, there's mucus that will get produced, okay, in my nose and in my lungs to trap that dust, and then I'll probably cough it out or I'll sneeze it out. That's a perfectly working immune system. You get a cut, okay, after a while, your immune cells rush to that cut, they produce inflammation. A night later, there's a scab that forms and your wound automatically heals. This is your immune system working for you. Sometimes we get a fever, okay, and this fever is your immune system way of raising your body's temperature because there are certain pathogens, germs, and bacteria that cannot survive at a particular temperature. So your immune system raises your temperature, your body temperature. It gives you a fever to protect you. Of course, we should not ignore the symptoms. If they continue, you must see a doctor because it could be malaria, it could be dengue, it could be a serious infection, it could be anything. So whatever I teach you today is not a replacement for your doctor. It is not a replacement for medical advice. It is for you. If you want to be fit and healthy, start listening to your body. Your body is constantly talking to you. But we're so stressed all the time. We're constantly thinking about what to do next. We miss these signals. Our body tells us when to stop eating. But we're too busy on our gadgets and our phones, so we miss that signal and we end up overeating. Our body also tells us when to stop exercising if we're overdoing it. But we're so busy, we're so stuck onto our goal thinking that we can punish the weight of our body, that we can punish fat of our body. We miss that signal and then we get injury. Okay, so our body is constantly telling us which foods are good for us. Some people, they can't have milk. They just can't have milk. The moment they have it, they get bloated, they don't like it. That's your body's way of rejecting a food that it cannot assimilate or it cannot digest. Okay, so our body's constantly telling us that. If we wake up in the morning and our body's still craving more and more sleep, it's our body's way of telling us that, hey, you are sleep deprived. Your body needs more rest. But we ignore these signals because we are too busy with our day-to-day activities. Today we're going to talk about how we can build the simple lifestyle changes. And so let's go straight to nutrition. Okay, a lot of people say, Luke, what are the foods that I should be eating? More important than the foods that you should be eating is your digestive system working the right way? A lot of people eat foods, but they don't have the right digestive system to break down and absorb your food. You see, it's not about what you eat. It's about how your body breaks down and absorbs what you eat. So I got to eat food, but my body's got to digest it, break it down, and absorb it. When it's absorbed, it gets into my blood, and my blood carries it to trillions of cells, okay? And it is this energy from the nutrients of food and oxygen from the air that we breathe that nourishes your cells, that builds your immune system, that gives your immune system the power and the energy to fight bacteria, viruses, pathogens, germs, and whatever it is. Now, a lot of people think if I have a strong immunity, I won't get sick. That's not true. You can have a great immunity and you can still fall sick, but you will recover quickly without the heavy dependence on heavy medication, antibiotics, steroids, or whatever it is. Someone with a weak immune system can fall sick and they'll take several days and a lot of medication to recover because their immune system is weak. So even healthy and fit people can fall sick and will fall sick. But your body and your immune system will kick in and help you recover faster and faster. In fact, sometimes it's good to fall sick because every time we fall sick, our immune system actually gets stronger and stronger, okay? Because we have two immune systems. One is your primary immune system. So we breathe in a pathogen, a germ, we get cut. Our immune system fixes all that job very, very easily. And then there is the adaptive immune system. For example, right now, there's a strange virus or there is a bacteria that gets into my system. It is new to my immune system. So my immune system may take about 3, 4, 5 days. Example is a common flu that you get. No one really recovers from a flu in one day. You take 3 to 4 to 5 days because your immune system has to adapt to the new virus or bacteria, which means it is constantly developing antibodies on its own. And when it develops the antibody and it kills the bacteria or the virus or the germ, your immune system has now gotten smarter. So the next time the same virus or the bacteria enters your system, your immune system is able to protect you. That's exactly how vaccinations work. Vaccinations, they inject part of the dead virus into you so that your own immune system can become intelligent, develop antibodies, and kill that. So the next time you have that issue, your immune system will. That's the intelligence of the immunity, and we need to respect it because your immune system is everything when it comes to your health, when it comes to the prevention of disease, and when it comes to the recovery of disease as well. People with a stronger immune system will recover way faster than someone with a weak immune system, and that is why we need to invest in it on a daily basis. As much as you may invest in mutual funds, stock markets, okay, there's an economic meltdown happening right now, but still, you don't stop investing in your immune system. Because if you are looking at prevention and recovery, it is your immune system that will do all of that work for you. So coming back to nutrition, there are 3 simple rules of nutrition. Then we can talk about all the fancy foods and the superfoods that claim that it boosts immunity. Number 1, chew your food. When you chew your food, you help your body to break down your food. Digestion starts in the mouth. Digestion starts in the mouth. So the faster you can digest your food through chewing your food, you develop less acids. A lot of your vitamins and nutrients pass on to your small intestine and will get absorbed into your bloodstream without a problem. So chew your food is the first step. Number 2, your diet has to be wholesome. People who do fad diets have nutritional deficiencies. Please understand, you may do a fad diet to rapidly lose weight, but you are also losing your health, your immunity. A lot of people on fad diets weight, but they look way older, they lose the glow from their skin starts wrinkling, they look more haggard. There's the right way of losing weight and the wrong way. You don't have to punish your body to extremes to do any of these. But please understand today, a lot of sick patients come to us who have been on fad diets with low immune systems because they're nutrient deficient. We have to understand, go back to ancient India, look at the lives of a lot of farmers in ancient India, our ancestors, our grandparents. They didn't have to try to lose weight. They were fit, they were lean, they had great bodies, they had great skin, they had great hair, and they ate the simplest of foods. They didn't have protein shakes, they didn't have supplements, none of that. But they were active, they slept well, they were way happier than our generation, and they ate simple foods. That's the best example for us to show us how fooled we've been by clever marketing of supplements and all of these things. You know, supplements have their place. I'm not saying supplements are wrong if you use it the right way. But if people take supplements believing that a supplement is going to change their life alone, it's not going to happen. Okay, you still need nutrition. So if I have to talk about the top Indian superfoods, my top Indian superfoods would be number 1, your garam masala. Your garam masala is a mix of immunity boosting spices, which makes the Indian curry a superfood because almost all curries have the base garam masala or several spices mixed together. We use tomato, onion, garlic as a standard base as well. This is an immune boosting for all of our cancer patients. We have a base of tomato, garlic, and onion. Because of the lycopene in tomatoes, we have flavonoids in onions, and garlic has allicin, which is an immune booster. Again, this forms the base of most Indian curries. Talk about the sambar, the South Indian sambar and rasam. These are superfoods. These are superfoods. If you have a cold, have a warm bowl of rasam, and you'll find that your cold is coming out faster and faster. That means you're healing because it has the ability to break down mucus in your lungs faster because of the black, the jeera, and all the spices together. Okay, khichdi. The Indian khichdi is a superfood. But a lot of ignorant people or misled people will see it as, oh, it's a carb, it's a carb. No, a khichdi is a complete protein. You pair it with a glass of tea or a glass of buttermilk, it is a complete meal. Farmers have 2 of this in a day and they're able to do more physical activity than you and me and most people out there. This is called food synergy. If you look at rice alone and you're eating a lot of plain rice, yeah, that's a carbohydrate overload. You're going to put on weight, you're going to get diabetes and all of that stuff. But you mix it with a lentil, you mix it with vegetable, when rice is mixed together, when rajma and rice is mixed together, these become complete proteins. There is no way you will put on weight with this. These are superfoods. Amla, that's Indian gooseberry, the richest source of vitamin C. People keep saying, Luke, I need to take 1,000 mg vitamin C supplement, I need to take this. Just take amla. Okay, unless your doctor prescribes you a vitamin because you need it, okay, you can just do it amla. Amla has more vitamin C. Green tea is rich in vitamin C as well. Okay, so the whole idea is look at what nature is giving us in our own country. You can have amla juice, you can get amla dehydrated powder, mix it with water, it loses none of its nutritional content. Some people have amla candy. It's amla mixed with jaggery. And you know, if you have a sweet tooth, you can have that, because you got to remember the quickest way to break down your immune system is eating white sugar. If you were eating sweets and chocolates over and over again and white sugar, that is the easiest way to kill your immune system. So we have amla. We have so much of beauty in our own country. Black tea is literally a medicine. Okay, you add all your sugar and all your creamers to it, it spoils it. Black coffee is today studied for its immune boosting properties. You add milk and creamers and sugar, you take away all the bioactives from it. So look at your local diet, look at what your ancestors ate. They had wisdom. They had something called food synergy. When you combine 2 foods together, it improves its immune boosting power. So for example, I take turmeric and I keep having turmeric. It's useless. But I add black pepper with turmeric and maybe 1 or 2 drops of cold pressed coconut oil or a little bit of ghee. It becomes a complete food. I will get all the impact of the immune boosting properties of curcumin, which is an active compound in turmeric. So we got to do things the right way. We have everything we need in our own country right now to boost your immune system. So what we should be talking about is what is decreasing our immune system. Like I said, if you're eating too much of white sugar, okay, if you're eating too much of junk food and processed food, if you're having too many trans fats, hydrogenated fats, you're overdoing it on refined oils, you know, you're moving away from your wholesome diet into packaged food, all of that stuff. That's not giving you nutrition. It's giving you energy, but it's not giving you nutrition. And that's how our immune systems fall. Our immune systems need the right amount of vitamins and minerals. And if I have a wholesome diet of fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grains, beans, lentils, my good fats and my good proteins, I do not need anything else. Of course, if I'm going through a sickness and medication that is decreasing my immune system, I probably need more supplementation and vitamins. For that, your doctor will prescribe that for you. So coming down to nutrition, eat your meals with love, slow down, chew your food, bless your food before, bless your food after. Have different varieties of vegetables and fruits and nuts and seeds and wholesome. Once in a way you want to have some junk, a pizza, a burger, whatever, go ahead and do that. We're not talking about extremes here, but 90% of your diet should be wholesome if you want your immune system to boost. The simple thing of taking lemon and adding it into water. What do you have? A glass of vitamin C. Okay, all your fruits are rich in vitamin C. Citrus fruits, pomegranates are super powerful for men and women at this time. Mangoes, the mango season is going to start right now. People think mangoes make them fat. I'm sorry, your poor lifestyle makes you fat. Mangoes do not make you fat. You overdo it and have a dozen a day, of course. You have 2 a day, nothing's going to happen. So eat your seasonal fruits. It is designed with vitamins to keep you healthy through that season. Now let me move straight into my top foods for immunity. Garlic, onion, cooked tomato, green tea, good quality green tea, good quality black tea, preferably brew the leaves yourself at home. Black coffee, good quality black coffee. Your cruciferous vegetables, that's your broccoli, your cabbage, your cauliflower. Then you have your green leafies, your spinach, whatever nature's giving you at this time. Chickpeas, that's your garbanzo beans. Sattu. Sattu is famous in North India. That's a glass of protein and a glass of immunity right there for you. It's low cost. You can mix it with water. You can make rotis out of it. Okay? And then you have your dals. You have your rajma. These are all fantastic immune boosting foods. Almonds, unsalted cashew nuts, peanuts, roasted peanuts. okay, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, watermelon seeds, flax seeds, everything that exists in our country. These are your immune boosters. Just get this in your diet. You don't have to do anything more fancy. The best oils for the immune system, pure ghee, cold-pressed coconut oil. Coconut oil is fantastic for you. If you're using oils at home, cold-pressed or wood-pressed oils will help you with your immune system. But literally, coconut oil is used today as a medicine to clean out your gut, to break down viruses, bacteria. Am I saying it's your solution alone? No, it helps your body do it. And it is great for weight loss, your skin, your hair, and all of these things. And these were traditional fat mediums used in our country. Go back to using that. Olive oil is not for our country. Canola oil is not for our country. Use your local oils which are grown, processed, and made, cold-pressed, wood-pressed in our own country. If you can't do any of those oils, make your own pure ghee at home, because that is a fantastic medium for helping you stay healthy and boost your immune system. Let's move straight into the second vertical, exercise. Okay? Now, the biggest problem is exercise can actually decrease your immune system if you overtrain and you undersleep or you under-recover. There are so many people out there who punish themselves with exercise every single day. Now, if you're comparing yourself with the life of an athlete, please understand athletes are super disciplined. They do three things. They eat, sleep, and train. They eat, sleep, and train. Because they train so much, they eat well, and they sleep that much to recover. But normal people like you and me, going to work, having jobs, running businesses, we don't have that luxury or the discipline to behave like an athlete. That's why athletes are athletes. If you train hard, you need to make sure that your sleep at night is excellent. You need to make sure that you leave gaps between your training days so that you allow your muscles to recover. I know so many people who work out every single day of the week and they do not get the body that they desire. In fact, they start putting on more and more abdominal and belly fat. Why? Because your body's moved into stress mode. When you're in stress mode, you will produce more cortisol. More cortisol means more fat gain. If you train hard, you rest. If you train hard, you eat properly. I know people who run. They run marathons, but they diet. They cut down on certain, fats and proteins because they want to lose weight. Well, you see, marathon running is not an exercise. It is a sport. When you do a sport, you train and you eat and you sleep like you're doing a sport. Exercise and a sport is completely different. Now you're at home. The first thing, more than exercise, is stay active. I know a lot of people who work out 1 hour a day, but for the rest of the day, they are sitting. They are still sedentary. We want to aim for activity while we're at lockdown right now, which means how active can I be? So get a Go key, get anything that you have, a step counter. Try to get at least 10,000 steps in a day, because this means that you've been active. There's no magic in 10,000. 10,000 doesn't mean you lose more weight than someone who's getting 8,000. It just means that you have been active throughout the day, because you can't get 10,000 steps in a 1 hour walk, which means you do a 1 hour walk. You still have to be active for the rest of the day to get the balanced 3,000 to 4,000 steps. So activity is the most important thing for your immune system. You don't have to punish your body with exercise to build your immune system. In fact, when I look at my data over the last 3 years with over 10,000 patients, our data shows us the top 3 exercises to lose weight, build a strong immunity, and a fit body with minimum injury. The first exercise, if anyone can guess, would be walking, done consistently. Now let's be practical. If you're trying to build a body or being a bodybuilder, stuff like that, obviously walking isn't going to work for you. You're going to have to lift weights and all of that stuff. I'm talking to you on basic health and basic immunity and basic weight loss. The first is walking. The second was a combination of walking and yoga. The third was weight training. The fourth was dance and Pilates. Okay? So if you look, these are common exercises that we can do. Now when you're at home right now, you can walk, you can be active, you can do body weight exercises. Some of the most powerful body weight exercises is the simple push-up, squats, planks, high knees, lunges, and if you have a bar at home, start to master the pull-up. If you can learn how to do a chin-up or a pull-up, it requires so much of incredible body power. You will start toning your body and burning fat. Every man, every woman, every teenager should learn and master to do a chin-up or a pull-up. Of course, if you're injured, you have a problem, your doctor's told you not to do this, please don't do that. There are loads of other exercises for you to do. But if you can master a chin-up or a pull-up, and now's the time, if you have a bar at home, you can use the lockdown to start. Start with 1 in a day. one at a time. It's a difficult exercise, but if you can reach 10 to 15, that determines your fitness level. You see, in the Army, in the US Army, in the Marines, and in the Israeli Super Forces, they have 3 exercises that determines the fitness level of a soldier, man or woman. One of them is pull-ups, second one is push-ups, and the third is burpees. If you're able to do 10 to 15 of these, okay, and you're able to run a certain distance, like 5 kilometers, okay, that determines your fitness level. Not your six-pack, not your size 0 figure, not how good you look on the outside, no. Your fitness revolves around your muscular strength, your endurance, your stamina, the ability of your lungs to support you through 25 push-ups. All of that is fitness, and a strong mind which disciplines you into working out every single day. That is the definition of fitness. And you need to understand, you have time at home right now to do all of these things. You know, there are so many videos available on the internet that teach you to do push-ups for beginners, squats, lunges, all of these things. Use your own body weight. A lot of people in the gym can lift weights, but they can't lift their own body weight. Simple example is a pull-up. In a pull-up, why is it so difficult? Because you need to pull up your own body weight. In a gym, people will do a lat pull down with heavy weights. Ask them to do push-ups, not many of them can do it because a push-up recruits multiple muscles. So these are things that you can do. Now, what if you're in a wheelchair, if you're bedridden, and you cannot exercise? Then I ask family members for bedridden patients to press the soles of their feet for at least 5 to 10 minutes twice a day, because that stimulates the patient's lymphatic system, which means the lymphatic system can still continue working. Because the patient is unable to exercise and move, there are passive movements that you can do. Depending on their physical ability, you can lift the left leg up, down, then the right leg. People in a wheelchair can do upper body exercises. Even just movement will get the blood flow and the blood circulating, which is necessary for the immune system. Movement is necessary for the immune system. Now, what kind of movement you do is up to you, but you need to get your heart rate up for at least 30 minutes in a day. You want to finish your workouts within 45 minutes to an hour, because if you extend that, you produce more cortisol, which means your immune system can actually fall. So like I said, athletes who train for 2 hours in the gym, they are on supplements. They constantly take supplements to help them keep their cortisol levels low. So understand, make use of this time. Another tip that I would give you at home, every 1 hour, quite honestly, I should give credit to my trainer because he gave me this tip. Okay, so he said, Luke, every 1 hour, do 10 burpees, do 10 push-ups, do 10 jumping jacks, every 1 hour. And I've been doing that for the last couple of days, and all I can tell you is you feel great because your metabolism is high throughout. So every 1 hour, wherever you are, just do squats, 10 squats, do 20 squats, do 20 push-ups, whatever, and still do your workout. So you feel stronger, you feel leaner, you have blood circulation throughout the day, you're maintaining your immune system, because right now in lockdown, one of the dangers are we could be very sedentary. We could be sitting all day watching TV, not moving. We could easily get lazy. So we need to do these things every 1 hour or 2 hours. If you don't want to do it every 1 hour, set a target for every 2 hours. You're going to do 10 reps of your favorite exercise. So these are things you can do. For people who can't do this exercise and can only walk, walking is a fantastic exercise for you, but it should be done consistently. You can't walk 2 days in a week and then after 15 days start walking again. You will not get your health benefits. Walk consistently. If you can add in a little bit of yoga, please learn yoga. I think the Sports Authority of India, through the Fit India movement, is going to demonstrate so many videos to teach you how to do yoga from home, how to meditate from home, how to work out. Make use of this content. Consume the content. There are 2 kinds of people. People who read help books, self-help books, spiritual books, and all of that stuff. They consume content and they do nothing about it. Those people stay the same before and after. And then there are people who consume content, they use it, and they transform their fitness levels and their life. Now, those people are winners. So this is what you can do when it comes to exercise. Simple. The more you exercise, the more sleep and more recovery you need, and the more calories you need. The lesser you work out, say for today, you wouldn't feel like working out. Cut down your calories, okay? Remember, eat more, train more. Eat less, train less. It's as simple as that. Recovery is everything. Today, people constantly get injured because they're overtraining and undereating. Okay, that's it with exercise. Let's move straight into sleep. Okay, let me start off with a simple statistic which is medically recorded in every single science and medical journal. Sleep deprivation decreases your immune system by 60 to 70%. No matter how much you exercise, how well you eat, If you are sleep deprived, you have a low immune system. And we need to come together as a country to throw focus and importance on sleep. We have been fooled long enough to make ourselves understand that compromise our sleep for work, compromise our sleep for socializing, compromise our sleep for everything else. Well, we see those people as patients every single day with low immune systems. Enjoy your entire life. You have 24 hours. How will you use it? So straight away from 24 hours, I'm minus 8 hours for my sleep. So now I'm left with 16 hours. Luke, I have 16 hours to plan my day. In that day, I want to keep 1 hour for TV. The rest for family time, for my work, for my patients, for my studying, for my exercise and everything else. Everything comes down to planning and organizing. If you can't plan and organize, even 24 hours will not be enough for you, and then you will compromise the easiest thing, which is your sleep. And when you compromise your sleep, you will have illness, you will have disease, and you will have excess weight in your abdominal area. Understand, sleep is your natural drug when it comes to your immune system. Your immune system rejuvenates, repairs, gets stronger. Your hormones balance. You develop growth hormones while you sleep. Now, a lot of people say, oh, I can't sleep. So you've got to train yourself into sleeping. The best time to do it now is lockdown. The first rule, 1 hour before bedtime, switch off all your gadgets. Okay? We need dark light to stimulate melatonin that puts us to sleep. If I'm looking at my iPad, my phone, and all of that stuff 1 hour before sleep, I'm not going to get deep sleep. Switch off your gadget. Use that 1 hour to meditate, read, write, communicate with your family members. There's so much you can do. Watch your Netflix. Do everything before that. Consume your social media content before that. Plan everything. The second thing is deep breathing. If you are stressed and your mind is working, you cannot fall asleep. The mind has to be calm and relaxed. For that, deep breathing, meditation, yoga nidra, before you sleep can help you sleep. The third thing, you need to train your body into sleep, which is at least Monday to Friday, try to go to sleep at the same time every day. Okay, then you train your body and your mind to fall asleep. But if you sleep different timings every day, your own body is confused. Understand that. Most of the magic for your health happens 2 to 3 hours before midnight. So you may sleep at 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning and still think you're sleeping 8 to 9 hours. It's okay, it's not bad, but a lot of the magic happens at about 11 to 12 while you're sleeping at night. So your sleep is everything when it comes to immunity. That's why when you fall sick, your body automatically makes you tired because it wants to induce sleep into you, because it knows that all healing can only happen while you're in a state of complete rest. Let me repeat that for everyone out there. Someone may have cancer, diabetes, whatever disease you have, remember this. Healing can only happen in a state of complete rest, which is sleep. You can take all the medication in the world, eat all the nutrition in the world, but if you do not sleep well, your body does not have recovery abilities. It is slowed down, it is hampered. So please understand, sleep is very important for your immune system. Let's move to the fourth and the last vertical, which is your emotional health. Okay, today we think we have a lot more in our lives. We have more wealth, we have fancy jobs, we have cars on the road, we have access to social media, movies, everything. But we should be happier. But that's not what the statistics say. We are a far more depressed nation than ever before. And that is because of our lifestyle. Like I said, our parents and our grandparents before us had less. They had far lesser than what we had. They didn't even have a phone or WhatsApp to stay in touch with one another. But they were happier. They were happier, they were more disciplined, their lives were more wholesome. What has gone wrong with our nation? What has gone wrong with our world today? We as human beings have become disconnected from ourselves. We are disconnected because we are constantly connected with everything external that is happening. You know, be it social media, content, socializing. I'm not saying these things are bad. We need it. We need it. I want it. But I want to be connected by staying connected to myself. I should not be disconnected from myself to be connected to everything else. If I am connected to everything else, my life is chaos because I'm constantly responding to where I'm connected. If I'm connected completely to my job is going to control me. If I'm connected completely to social media or pornography or all the rubbish that exists out there, that controls me. Okay? It's good to be connected a little bit, but the main source of connection remains between you and yourself. When we are connected with ourselves, things like fear, anxiety, it will exist, but it will not control us and it will not spoil our health. Simple example, I have so many people, oh Luke, I'm so stressed out with this virus, I'm watching. I say, stop watching the news. That's it. Cut away from the source of stress. But they cannot disconnect. Their solution is disconnect. You no longer have a source of information of stress and what's happening in the world. You will not be anxious. But people are so connected, they cannot disconnect. Okay, so most people's stress exists from the want to control. None of us are in control. We can only control the connection with ourselves, and that's why we tell people to do yoga, to do pranayama, to meditate, to connect. People think meditation is for peace. No, meditation is to connect with you. When you're connected with you, you realize, okay, how much you have within yourself. That brings you peace by itself. Meditation teaches you to accept and let go. Most people can't accept and let go, and that's why they have so much of stress and anxiety. But when we learn to accept and let go through our meditation practice, through our spiritual practice, through prayer, then these things cannot control us anymore. The human need to want to be in control is what brings the most stress, because like I said, we're not in control. Life will not go our way. So when it's not going our way, we start getting stressed and we get angry and all of that stuff. Understand, you need to reconnect, and right now we are in a situation where the world outside is resetting and we have to reset. Use this time to learn to meditate, sit in silence, connect with yourself. And so many things that used to stress you out will slowly begin to fade away. And even when stress comes into your life, you will be in control. Because what is the one control mechanism that helps us to move from stress to de-stress? Your breath. Right now, you could be the most stressed out person, but if I ask you to slow down your inhale and slow down your exhale, your stress may still be there, but your cortisol levels, which are your stress hormones, immediately start falling. So that is in your control, and it doesn't cost you any money. You need to just practice, 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 self-discipline, self-discipline, and self-discipline. So make your life wholesome. I spoke about 4 verticals. Now, how would you put that into your life? It's so simple. Okay, you have 2 meals in a day or you have 3 meals in a day. I wish I had more time, but I would like you to explore fasting. Fasting done the right way is a fantastic immunity booster for you. Okay, done the right way. Don't make it into a fad like people compete with each other for 18 hours, 24 hours. Fasting, even 12 hours, you start at sunset, you end at sunrise. That 12 hours is powerful for your immune system and your health. You know, so maybe we'll do another session on fasting at some other point, but explore that in the meantime. Fasting is therapeutic for your immune system, your health, your weight, everything, if you do it respectfully and you don't make it into a fad diet. So coming back to that, you have opportunities in your day. You have 3 meals, okay? What would you put in those 3 meals? Simple, beautiful, wholesome, local food. That's enough for your immune system. Exercise, you have time on your hand. Choose what you enjoy doing, but get that heart rate up and maintain it for 30 to 45 minutes, okay? When it comes to sleep, like I said, plan your day. You can do everything in your day and you can still get 7 to 8 hours of sleep with the right amount of planning. And emotional intelligence, make a list. You have time. What are the things that stress you out? What are the things that make you angry? How much of this can you accept? How much of it can you let go? You want to get strength to accept and let go? Start your spiritual practice. Spirituality doesn't have to mean religion. Some people's spirituality is only being kinder, being more generous, helping others. That's spirituality. It doesn't have to be religion. If you're a religious person, follow your religious path with respect for yourself, for your religion, and everyone around you as well. If you want to just meditate, you can meditate. Meditation gives you answers about how you need to be, what's going wrong in your life, and what you need to do to correct your life as well. This is holistic lifestyle. This is how you will boost your immunity without going to the level of complication. Your body was born with this intelligence. Always remember this. The same intelligence and power that gave birth to you, that built every single cell of you into the person you are today, is the same intelligence and same power that has the ability to help you recover from even the most deadliest disease. Okay, it can help you prevent even the most deadliest disease if you feed this intelligence what it needs. Now, the intelligence needs very, very little, but it needs it consistently because it's working for you consistently. It needs the right nutrition, quality and quantity, the right kind of activity that suits your body type, the right amount of sleep that suits you, and emotional stability in your heart and in your mind. Thank you, everyone, for your time. Thank you, Sports Authority of India, again, the Fit India movement. This is a fabulous initiative. And I want all of our Indians, consumers from around the world, to take content and use it. Like I said, content without action, okay, is useless. Knowledge without action is just knowledge. Consume content, take 1 or 2 points away and start practicing. Make it into a habit. If you ask me the 2 most powerful drugs in the world, it is self-discipline, practice and consistency. If you can master this in every sphere of your life, your relationships, your health, your business, your career, your personal growth, your family, self-discipline, practice and consistency, your life is going to change for you and around you. Have a great day, everyone. I'm going to go through a couple of questions. I'm just seeing a lot of thank yous over there. Yes, I see a lot of you are grateful to the Sports Authority of India. I think that's fantastic. I have a question from Vikram. We cannot relax a boxer before a bout with yoga. It has to be tailor-made. Yep, so I wouldn't try to relax a boxer before a bout because a boxer needs to be teeming with adrenaline. So you would want a boxer doing something like Tabata, but you would want him in a meditative state. So deep breaths, or classical music. A lot of boxers listen to classical music to calm down their mind, but the body still has to be pumping with adrenaline. So yoga would be the wrong bet to train a boxer before a fight. You want them doing something like Tabata, 4 minutes of intense, get the adrenaline up, all the energy and adrenaline, but you want them listening to classical music or some amount of chanting. So the mind is calm and alert, but the body is prepared. Okay, let me see if I have any more questions. I have a question. Can you design a course for the people for people who are involved in sports? So yeah, so sports, you really need to break down every sport. A cricket player will need a completely different plan. A boxer would need a different plan. Everyone's going to be different. So maybe we will look at further work with the Sports Authority of India to put some amount of knowledge and then customize and develop programs for every sport that we have in our country. So I think. I wish to volunteer for yoga for sports performance, so please reach out to the Fit India movement and the Sports Authority of India. I think it's beautiful that our Prime Minister has put all of this together with our Sports Minister to encourage sports. We have so much of talent in our country, and all of us have to support that talent to come up to the top because India has everything. I love every country in the world, but I love India because we have wisdom in our country when it comes to food, exercise, spirituality, yoga. Everything comes from our country and we're allowing it to move to the world. Good, because we should share. But we shouldn't let it go to the fact that we don't use it ourselves. The world should use what we have in our own country. But it is shameful if we Indians don't use what we have in our own country. We don't use the wisdom of food, we don't use the wisdom of yoga, meditation, spirituality, then that's shameful. We're missing a big opportunity. Have a great day, everyone.